The gays discovered Survivor.
Thank God for the gays. No, don't ask me that, please.
I've got a dick. I need to know more. It's the season 1 finale of RnR with me, Courtney Act. If you came looking for rest and relaxation, you're in the wrong place, because today we're going to talk about being a villain. No stranger to reality television, she is the most iconic Survivor villain of all time. Please welcome Parvati Shallow.
RnR. I sound like a pirate.
RnR.
RnR. RnR.
Oh no, RnR.
You sound cuter than me. I feel like I sound like a hobbit with like dental
they're from
work.
New Zealand, so that's different.
Yeah.
50 seasons, that's a lot of people.
Yes, 50 seasons is a lot of people. And it's really crazy because I did not ever imagine this would become my life or what people know me for. So I'm like, okay, if I'm like the most iconic Survivor contestant, winner, player of all time, I feel like it's a badge of honor.
Yeah.
It's easy to savor more this summer with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. You just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want, like singing disco classics in your living room or sunbathing on the beach. Get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
You're known to be a villain.
Yeah, I guess so.
And when we met on John Lovett's podcast, you talked about the importance of villains and being a villain and how people come on and they try and be all nice and that's boring and we need more quality villains on reality TV. Why are you so comfortable being a villain?
I think a lot of people want to be liked. They want to be approved of. They want their moms to be proud of them. And that is just not something that's going to be helpful on reality TV. And it's not even honest as a human being. Like, we all have skeletons in our closet. We all do things that society would deem bad or villainous. When I was writing my book, I read a book called Existential Kink, and it really helped me because I realized there were parts of myself that I was judging as not okay or bad or ugly. And I would push those parts down and not acknowledge them. But then I was creating chaos in my life because those parts still, they existed. Like the greedy part of me, the slutty part of me, the one who like wanted everything, wanted to taste everything or be a little naughty and, you know, break the rules. All like those parts of me were still there, but I was pretending like they didn't exist because I wanted to be seen as a good person.
This is all really juicy, and I want to talk about your book, the title of which is now.
Oh my God, I left it in the car.
Oh.
I brought you one. It's in my car. I wrote about it in my book, which is right
Ding, 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 ding.
behind me.
Nice Girls Don't Win, which I have read.
Wait, you read?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I really love that. It looks so good.
So the fandom of Survivor is like ravenous.
They hungry.
And I've come from the Drag Race universe, which similarly has, I don't know, like 10, 17, 27 seasons in the US, Canada, Australia, Sweden, UK, so many franchises around the world. But you live in the Survivor world, which is watched by probably hundreds of millions of people around the world. Can you tell me about what it feels like living in that universe?
Survivor was the first reality show. Like really, Real World and Survivor kind of at the same time. And I think so many people got into it during COVID. So people who'd never seen it before, and they're young, they're like 12, 13, 14, whatever, they're watching it. Couples are watching it who used to only watch Bravo because they've run out of shows. Everyone's getting into Survivor. It's this escape fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's trapped in their homes.
Yeah.
Survivor is about being out in the world, surviving.
Yeah, like interacting with people, being strategic, like having to be like gritty and part of the earth, and everybody wanted that at the time.
And at the time, we kind of thought that the world might end. So knowing how to like
Yes! Oh my
survive
God!
by eating bugs
Yes.
is kind of handy.
That's so true. I didn't think about that, but that's very true.
Right?
So when the world opens back up, there's a bunch of people coming up to me on the street now. And like the culture had shifted dramatically from the early 2000s where it was like slut shaming and I was vilified and it was like really harsh criticism to now 2020, people are like, oh, mother, we love you, you're a queen, Black Widow, yeah. And I'm like, oh, well, this
AKA
is nice.
the gays discovered Survivor.
Thank God for the gays.
But you've sort of talked about and touted the joys or celebrated being a villain, right?
Yeah.
Do you not mind being hated by people?
I like...
Hated was a strong word, sorry.
No, a lot of people do hate me, and they would tell me that they hated me. There's this tone of like moral superiority that really makes my blood boil on these shows. And it's a lot of the men will do it, and now some of the women are doing it too, but there's like the sense of, I have to play an honest game, and I'd rather die a faithful than be a traitor. And I'm like, that's not even real. Who knows what you're doing behind the scenes? Like, what does your internet search history really look like?
Well, that's an interesting question, not about internet search history, because today we know what reality TV means. I was on Australian Idol, the first season, 2003. It was like a documentary of the experience. So then, cut to Drag Race, filming in 2013. I thought they were going to be playing a factual, chronological account of what happened in the room. And I went into it feeling so like hopeful and full of love and joy. And I was doing the thing that I loved to like my highest. And every day it was a thrill to be there. And it finished. And I remember all of us talking, the top three, Adore, Bianca and I, and Darian, the top four at that stage, about how are they going to like get drama out of this series? Like we've just been such good friends. It's like the Kumbaya series. Cut to watching it back a year later. At one point it kind of takes a turn and I was like, wait, that's not how that happened. Wait, I didn't, and I kind of got like a demi-villain edit. There was so many times where I thought I was being honest, helpful, and considerate. And there was a contestant, Jocelyn, who was younger and looked up to me. And they sort of painted her as a fan of mine. And then they painted me being mean or disrespectful to her.
Yeah.
So I sort of said like, oh, well, everybody here is wearing an outfit that was custom made for them or by them. And you're wearing like a bunch of bras and panties that were bought from a shop and you put them together in an outfit. And I said, do you want to borrow anything of mine from this rack? Like, I've got other things. You're welcome to borrow them. I thought I was being really nice and helpful. Oh, no. Cut to during COVID when people start discovering season 6. Why are you so mean to Jocelyn? You're so patronizing. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but at the time, like, I was actually just, I thought I was being really nice. And then I was portrayed as a villain.
I think that is one of the hardest parts of this career is you're just going to be misunderstood.
If someone knows me and they're like, I don't like you, I'm like, oh, that's okay. But if someone knows someone else's version of me and dislikes me for something that I'm not, that was hard for me. That actually kind of broke apart my world. I feel like you've had that experience as well on Survivors. How have you dealt with it?
Consistently have this experience of people putting me in this chair of perpetrator and the person who wrongs them, and then they get to be the sympathetic character, which, like, I get it. That feels good to get people to be like, oh, are you okay? Let me take care of you. Let me hold you. Let me do nice things for you, make you feel better and tell you how great you are. But, like, it's not necessarily what's happening. It's not necessarily an accurate picture every time. But I am consistently put into this villain role because of people's preconceived notions of who I am. And then they just confirm it with whatever story that they make up or tell themselves. And so you just don't really have a fair shot in those circumstances. That's really hard for me. If I care about someone and I'm misunderstood, that's difficult. And I have to work through that for myself.
Don't you just love summer? More sun, more light, more time to be outside and do all of the things that I like. And you know what I don't want to be doing all summer is being stuck inside, slaving over a hot kitchen stove, spending hours cooking. And that's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. Spend more time this summer thinking less about what to cook. Factor's got you covered. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals. Factor powers your day sun up to sundown with nutritious breakfasts. There's on-the-go lunches, delicious premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. My latest box came with a vegan mushroom masala, and it is so flavorful. And I love the variety of the recipes from Factor. The flavors are so good, and it was ready in just minutes, and I just love that. It's so easy. Get Factor if you want all of the flavor and none of the fuss so you can enjoy your summer. Get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Courtney50off at factormeals.com/Courtney50off.
Let me play the villain. Have you taken trusted moments and played it against people in Survivor or other shows that you've done?
I don't use that style of attack. I'm not trying to play the victim ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my style. So for me, it's a different kind of gameplay. And it's, of course, it's emotional manipulation. That's how you win these games. That's how you play and you win. So everyone is doing it.
When did you come to know that? Because early days, that wouldn't have been it, would it? Like early Survivor, season 1.
Season 1, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Like no clue what I was doing. But I learned fast.
Black Widow, there was some knowledge there of
I read the
gameplay.
48 Laws of Power, and I was like, all right, here we go. Like, I'm playing to win.
Right.
Now, I'm too good at it. I'm too knowledgeable. I've had too much experience, so I can call that out as emotional manipulation. I'm like, I see through it now. I think I saw through it then. I don't know. I was born in a very sort of high control commune in Florida where the guru was very erratic psychologically.
This is not hyperbole. It was actually true.
An
actual commune.
Yeah, which is why I have a
Hindu
Hindu
commune.
name.
Yeah, Parvati.
Right. And she, I feel like I was kind of born into these games.
I like that I just said your name to you. Yes, your name's Parvati.
Yeah, thank you. I like
Just
how
in
you
case
say
you were
it, too.
wondering.
I like your little accent
Thank
with it. It's
you.
real cute. But I think the issue with me is now people who I meet, if they're new to me, if it's a new relationship, they're like, is she playing me? Is it real?
Yeah.
If I'm not on TV, I'm not TV Parvati. And it's not even just TV, it's a game. It's the context of these games. I show up to win. So I'll use every skill that I've honed in my life to do that. And if we're playing a game, I'm gonna play it. You're gonna play it too. That's the rules. We're gonna be playing each other. But if we're sitting here having a conversation, I'm not playing a game.
The more that you live it, the more that you experience it, you look back and you're like, oh, I see this as just called life.
Yeah.
And so then you get to have a little bit of distance from it and you kind of realize life's a game as well.
I think life's a game. I really do.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to think about it. It's a game. It's not about winning necessarily,
No.
but you can make up your definition of winning.
Yeah.
Winning for me feels like following the path as it lights up in front of me. I don't have a 10-year plan. I don't have a 5-year plan. That always stressed me out when people were like, what's your 5-year goal plan? I was like, no, don't ask me that, please. At this point, I'm not there. I'm at a place where I think because I just broke out of the box, my divorce was paradigm shattering. My relationship with May was paradigm shattering. It was like,
Talk about your relationship with May.
let's talk about it.
So you had been in heterosexual relationships your whole life, you're married to a man, have a daughter, then you find yourself, this is the part where in the audiobook last night, I woke up to you saying, I've got a dick. And I was like, what's going on? What am I listening to? And then I had to stop, rewind, go back and focus.
So that part got your attention.
That part woke up my subconscious. I was in bed asleep, I've got a dick. And I was like, I need to know more.
I'm listening. Go on.
Turns out it was a strap-on.
It was.
I had a very weird experience the first time I taped and I saw my body in a mirror with no penis. I remember being like, And in your book, you describe this idea of having a strap-on and looking down and seeing that you have a dick and that being a confronting experience.
It was wild. It's only ever been empty space.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking down, I'm like, oh my God. And
I have a dick.
what is that? And I was laughing so hard because I just found it so entertaining.
Was it a flesh-colored?
It was a flesh-colored.
Okay. So like in a way your brain could sort of like tell yourself that there was a penis between your legs.
Yes, there was a penis between my legs. And it wasn't inside my vagina. It was like my own dick. And it just bursted my brain open and it felt the same. And I wrote this in the book. I parallel it to becoming a new mom because when I had my baby, I was completely transformed. Like everything's different. I felt like a ghost. I was like, nobody can even see me because I'm so completely wildly different. After that experience with the strap on, with having a dick, I was like that. It was like my brain turned sideways and it will never go back. It's like I can't unbecome a mother. I can't ever have that experience ever again with sex.
Tell me about that situation and the person that it was with because there's a beautiful story there.
I don't know. May was like a spectacular, it was my first queer relationship and it was just like really sweet and beautiful.
And your sister was like the matchmaker in all of this. Tell me that story.
Well, this is fully detailed in the book. And my sister...
Does that mean we can't talk about it in this podcast? Is that code for by the book?
Fully
we can give them teasers, can't we?
Fleshed out in the book. So if you want that story by the book. Beforehand, I had been dating men. I'd filed for divorce. I was in the process of getting divorced. I'd moved into my own apartment. And I was like, oh my God, I could actually date people. And so I started dating. I went on some dates with men and they were just lacking. And I was like, you know what? I fought so hard for my freedom. If I am going to have another relationship, I don't want to have to settle for one or the other, like an emotional connection or a physical connection. I want both. I've never dated women before. Let me just open up my mind to maybe I should date women. And then that thing happened with my sister went to May's show. And I was in Mexico with a girlfriend. And my sister texted me and she was like, have you heard of Mae Martin? And I was like, oh my God, I just seen the flight attendant that Mae was on. And I was like, when I watched the flight attendant, I was like, oh, that person's so hot. Like, I'm into that. But if you watch someone on TV, you're not like, oh, that's a person I would date. Like, I would just not think that. But then my sister goes to May's show and May talks about Survivor and I was in Mexico and I had a few margaritas and I just slid into May's DMs.
Yeah.
And then the whole story is detailed out and then I had
Cut to you wearing a strap-on.
And then I had a Yeah, and it was wild. It was so fun. And I just think you can learn things in life the hard way and you can also learn the easy way. And I've had my share of very hard, sort of intense, deep suffering. I'm a Scorpio moon. I love deep, dark suffering. But the lightness and play is so essential to my being. And May really brings that. Like, May is very light and playful, and it's very sweet.
I kind of feel like everybody should have a queer relationship.
Everybody should.
Maybe that's because I'm not exclusively homosexual. But I just feel like there's something to be learned and discovered from exploring sexuality.
It pulls away the cobwebs. And I think as people age, we get or people can get more rigid in their thinking and who they believe they are, their own identity. When we're young, our worlds expand and we're exploring the world and you're determining who you are through these different experiences. It's new, it's exciting. But then our worlds shrink. We have a family or we get into a career and then you're sort of shrinking down. But then if you can have a relationship that is vastly different, that challenges your whole entire identity of who you believe that you are, your world expands again. And then you can see yourself so differently. You can play with life a little bit more.
Live on the edge.
You can just have a little more fun, just enjoy. Like, yes, life is meant to be enjoyed. I have shifted from the suffering mentality of like, you work hard, you earn your keep, you like make money by like working and suffering and surviving, to this place of pleasure where it's like, oh my God, May like burst my world open to pleasure in a way that I'd never experienced. And it wasn't just sexually, it was also mentally and emotionally and spiritually. It was just like a really beautiful kind of experience of enjoyment.
Attraction plus obstacle equals passion.
Yeah,
says
agree.
Esther Perel.
Oh, she's so good.
She's so good.
I just read her book.
Which one?
State of Affairs.
Oh, so good.
I'm plugging so many other people's books on your show.
But other books are available.
Take on the summer with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want, like dressing like a supermodel and being charming on a talk show. Factor meals pack in flavor with none of the fuss. Get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
RnR normally stands for rest and relaxation. But is there a different acronym that R&R could mean for you?
Rough and ready.
Oh.
Rough and ready.
Done. I've got a dick, rough and ready.
Rough and ready. And it is
That was
hard 100% of the time.
That was your other memoir title.
Rough and ready. Yeah, that'll be volume 2.
Have you pegged a guy?
No, I have not pegged a guy. Do I need to do this?
Would you? I don't know.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I feel like I'm in a place where I'm like, yeah, let's try it out. Let's go for it.
I feel like I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with a man
Who
wouldn't want to at least try it.
Yeah, give it a go.
Try anything twice.
Like just squeeze some baby oil on that.
Yeah. Or silicone-based lube.
Or coconut oil.
Also, a man's G-spot is up his Jacksie.
So they want it.
Do you want the man that you're in a relationship with going his entire life without knowing his body's greatest pleasure?
No, I would never want that for anyone.
Right?
No. So are we saying all women should peg their men?
Yes. I think
This is a PSA.
This is a PSA.
For all you hoes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, all men are born bottoms. Otherwise, God wouldn't have put your G-spot up there.
Oh, my God. You're blowing my mind.
Thank you, Parvati, so much for joining me on RnR with me, Courtney Act.
Oh, my God. We got really wild at the end.
It's been good.
Hey, don't forget to plug the book.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to plug this book. Nice Girls Don't Win, How I Burned It All Down to Claim My Power. It's available now wherever you buy books.
Good bookstores.
Good bookstores. And some bad ones. And the audiobook. But I think that you should listen to Parvati read it to you on Audible or wherever you listen to books.
Yeah, there will be a sequel at some point.
And thank you for coming. As I flick my hair, I am reminded that this is the hair and sort of like a look that I would wear to seduce a man.
Oh my God, I feel honored and privileged.
But I chose to wear it for you because I was like...
Because I'm going to peg you in the tag.
Oh my God,
Okay.
I've never been pegged by a woman before.
Well, now's your chance.
Now's our chance.
Okay, so see ya.
Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Thank you so much for tuning into RnR with me, Courtney Act. You can follow the show, Courtney RnR, on Instagram and TikTok, and you can watch episodes on the Mum Podcast YouTube channel. You can find me at Courtney Act, and you can find Parvati at P Shallow on Instagram, and you can email us, CourtneyRnR@gmail.com. Until next time, thank you so much for watching RnR.
RnR.
At ad-free versions and extended episodes of R&R with Courtney Act are available on Mum Plus Gold at patreon.com/mumplus. R&R with Courtney Act is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mum, hosted by Courtney Act, produced by Big Dipper, edited by Griffin Dunn, theme song and audio supervision by Will Pitts, engineering and technical direction by Margot Padilla, media and design support by Stone Cole, set design by Ara Sevilla, production assistance from Austin Garcia, chairs furnished by Ellison Studios, executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio, recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Nice Girls Don't Win.
Read
available.
it in your fast voice.
Nice Girls Don't Win. Available at all good bookstores.
Oh. Mom.